just asked Dr. Caprio, who's that guy you're talking about? President Caprio, Provost Jones, Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty, staff, family and friends, and most important, the class of 2017 graduates of Western New England University. This is an incredible honor and privilege that I'm here to celebrate your day with you. I just can't believe I sat here 38 years ago, 1979 for those that aren't good at math. And I could not in my wildest of all dreams have thought that I would be here today and have an opportunity to share this and chat with you, so it's very much appreciated. Now there's 4,100 people in this beautiful hall. And other than my wife, my mother, a friend of mine that's just come down from Boston that went to school with me here at Western New England, and Dr. Caprio, the rest of you are saying, who in the hell is Bob Stein and why is he up here talking to us today? Actually, everybody in Massachusetts is asking that because the Boston Globe 3 weeks ago put out an article on who was speaking at commencement addresses this season. I'll share with you quickly the list. Oprah Winfrey, Hillary Clinton, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Christiane Amanpour, international CNN anchor, Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, Tim Cook from Apple, Boston Marty Walsh, the president of Liberia, who's the first woman to be a president of any nation in Africa, David Ortiz, Big Papi, and at Western New England University, Bob Stein. Now there's two ways you can interpret that article. One is to say, wow, what a bunch of prominent people are speaking in Massachusetts colleges this year. This guy Bob Stein must be pretty prominent. Or, wow, there's a lot of prominent people. Who the heck's Bob Stein? Anyway, I've always been an eternal optimist, glass half full, so I'm going to go with that I'm prominent. All right, what I'm really here for is for the graduates. And it's your day, your families are proud of you, you're proud, you should be. And by the way, Rachel did a phenomenal job, absolutely phenomenal. So my theme is going to be celebrating not just today, but as you go forward, what kind of things you can do to continue to celebrate your life. So I want to quickly ask all the graduates, please, to stand up. We're going to celebrate 2017 style with your friend and my friend. When it comes on. So keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling, yeah. So keep dancing. Oh, yeah. I can't stop the. 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 Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Everybody say. Okay, we're here to celebrate. Now you know who this guy is, that goofy guy that dances on the stage. Okay, I'm going to do three quick things just to share with you. One is my experiences at Western New England College, which is where I graduated from, now the university. Secondly, I've got some life quotes that have been really impactful to me throughout my life I'll share with you. And third is I'm going to conclude, which I know will be your favorite part because that'll be the end. Western New England College, WNEC, WNEC, we never ever close, is what that stood for. When I came here in 1975, this school had never in its history closed for any reason, blizzard or otherwise. One guy attacked the code, found the code, called a radio station in my freshman year in 1975, canceled classes with an inch of snow on the ground. You can imagine the party we had on campus that day. That guy got kicked out of school, but he lives in Moscow, and he has something to do with our elections this past fall. When I came to Winnick, and I'm one of those, Rachel, that was the first on either side of my parents' family to college. It is a prideful thing, isn't it? The first one on either side of my family. I had two goals: get a job and have fun. I came out of Western New England with 6 major accomplishments. One is a great education. Dr. Caprio told me to say that. Number 2, I got a great job. I had lots and lots of fun. I met my beautiful wife, who's now 35 years, who graduated from Winnick with me. I have lifelong friends. We call each other MASH, M-A-S-H-H, the last names of 5 couples. 6 graduated from Winnick. This will be the 27th consecutive year we've gone on a beach vacation together with all of our families. It's one of life's treasures, all from Winnick. And the last accomplishment is I walked out of here in 1979 and I knew who I was. I came in as an 18-year-old kid, really. I was shy, probably don't believe that, and I came out with really knowing where I wanted to go, what I wanted to be. I'm sure all of you feel that way as you proceed in your next venture in life. So I can't say enough about what it's meant to me throughout my entire life. Western New England University now, and I have that diploma in my home too. Okay, let me talk about some life quotes. These are statements that people over the last 38 years have said to me that have really, I'm thinking about today, really impacted how I've been in my life, not just in business, but in life in general. Now, I'm a prop guy, and the reason I like props is you get a lot of words and everybody tries to listen, but sometimes it's much more impactful to have a few props. So if you bear with me here, I'm going to share with you some props to make my points. Okay, the first life quote is, "Be a sponge." And I brought my friend SpongeBob SquarePants with me for this one. All right, so what is be a sponge? Constantly absorb information, constantly learn. When you know more about what you're going to do, whatever your career choice is, it'll make you better, it'll help you be better. It enriches life to be able to do more. I was always called a sponge. That doesn't sound right. Throughout my whole life, just because I was inquisitive, always questioning things. And it's paid off as I've had various points in my career to be able to say that I have really developed the knowledge and skills that are going to be necessary to help. So I encourage you, and SpongeBob does too, to go out this day forward and continue to be a sponge. Now, I also like audience participation. So I've got 3 little sponges, SpongeBobs, and I'm going to come forward and throw them out to the graduates as a symbol of being a sponge. Okay, quote number 2. Do it now. I got my Post-it note. Do it now. Kind of cliche-ish, but this has really been impactful to me throughout my life. It's to understand what a sense of urgency is. You got to do the things you should do now, not later, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, when we all do our to-do list for the day, we can't necessarily assume that just doing everything in that list is the answer. Every day of my life, something new's come up. I have to adjust that list. But what I do try to do is to say whatever's important, we want to make darn sure that we take care of that. If I lined up 100 people on this podium in any walk of life that we'd all consider the most successful people, different personalities, different styles, I would venture to say 100% of them has a sense of urgency to do it now, and that puts them ahead of other people. So I encourage you to go forward and do it now. I got a few little miniature Post-it pads to remind you of that. Here we go, graduates. Okay, number 3, get in the game. Western New England football, get in the game, your game. What is your game? What is it that you've come here for 4 years? What is it telling about yourself? What's your aspirations? What do you want to do? Pick your game and get in that game. That doesn't mean you've got it all figured out. It means start the process. No sitting on the sidelines. We don't want regrets. We don't want to say would've, could've, should've's. The whole objective here is to be able to pursue what it is you want to do. Sometimes that takes a year, 10 years, 20 years. For me, I've changed the game 2 or 3 times. I haven't changed what it means for me to be in the game, but I've changed the game. So I think it's really important that you stick to that and you plow through wherever you're going to go and make sure that you're playing your game. One of my favorite songs is John Fogerty, "Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. I'm ready in the center field." Get in the game so you're ready. Here's some Winnick, little miniature Winnick footballs to put in the game. Okay, smile. Everybody smile. I learned this. We all know you should smile. It's critical. I was walking down my office years ago, 25 years ago, 250 people in the office. I'd see 50 or 60 people. My VP of HR, to this day, it's still a good friend, says, you know, you look serious. Everybody's looking at you, and they're getting a read from you. How are you feeling? How's the company? It's really critical, and it really taught me that point. Get a big old smile on your face, even if you want to cry. Don't show anybody that. Go in your office and do that. But I think smiling makes us approachable, makes us friendly. The talks earlier from Dr. Caprio and Rachel is you want to be engaged with people. You want to interact, connect with people. Mike said it as well. The best way to do that is the greatest nonverbal sign there possibly could have in your body, which is a great old big smile. So I encourage you to go out and keep smiling. And of course, I've got a few small smiley balls. All right, we're getting there. We're almost done. The last one, which is most special to me, the quote is, "I believe in you." And I've been very fortunate. My wife, family, friends, for people that have really believed in me. But it's more than just your family. Our families are there for us. We really appreciate that. I've found in the last 38 years since Western New England to have a mentor, a coworker, a professor, other people you're going to meet in your journey. Right now, you have people in your life for that. And what you need are your cheerleaders. Cheerleaders. It is really important. It's helped me constantly throughout my life that people that look you in the eye, even when you don't believe in yourself, and constantly believe in you. The benefit of this is 2 things in my mind. It maintains confidence. We can only be our best. We can only do well whatever we're doing if we feel confident. And we don't all the time. We need people to help us with that. And I've looked for those people that can help me. And they won't let me be down, even when I should be down. And I've had that luxury of people who are there, and it's usually a small circle. We're not talking about 50 people. We're talking about 2, 3, 4 people that will look you in the eye and believe in you. The other reason I think this is essential, not just in succeeding in life, but in just mental comfort and stability, is the greatest attribute, I believe, which is hope. When we don't have hope, it's devastating out there. It's dark. When we have hope, it's exhilarating. It's the brightest light we could ask for. So your cheerleaders are the ones that can help you make sure that you don't see the dark and you constantly see the light. So it's really important. You'll be new people you're going to meet. Look for those cheerleaders. Embrace that and be a cheerleader to somebody else. My last comment on this cheerleading thing and believing in you is I have 3 20-year-olds that have all graduated from school. They don't necessarily say, "Dad, I believe in you," but the signal that you get as a parent from your grown-up child saying, in so many ways, "I believe in you," is incredibly motivating and inspiring. So as you go forward in life, don't forget when the signal's right to give to your parents that you believe in them. You're not saying it as their kid. You're saying it as a young adult that treats them like an adult, and it's huge power. I can attest to that. I'm not going to try to throw these because they're light and I might knock the faculty in the head, but if you'd like to come up and get one later, there's 4 cheerleaders to carry forward in your life. Okay. I told you the conclusion would be your best part. Here we go. But I have to use a prop for the end too. So now I've got an empty box. Okay. I detest labels. People labels I'm talking about. My whole life, I hate to be labeled. I don't like other people to be labeled. I think in some ways there's more of that going on in our society and in the world than I can remember. And the reason I don't like it more than anything else is it keeps us in a box if we get labeled. Even if it's a good label, it still says you fit into this box. And I don't think that's right. I think I know you're all individuals. You separately are a special person who has a lot to offer, and you can't be in a box. You don't want to be in a box. And we're not going to let that happen. There's going to be no Western New England University graduate that's going to be constrained and restrained in a box. Because you're going to go out there, starting now. You're going to be like a sponge. So you can absorb information and constantly learn. You're going to put a big smile on your face and want people around you. You're going to get in your game. You're going to do it now so you have a sense of urgency so you can do well and feel good about yourself. And you're going to have cheerleaders who can do that so you can't possibly be in a box. So we're going to flatten the box because nobody at Western New England University, class of 17, is going to be stuck in a box. Are you with me? All right, we're ready to close. So I'd like not only the graduates, but everybody to stand because 1979 style celebration is Kool and the Gang. We're going to celebrate to end this.